Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into a world that would instantly kill most living things. We're talking about conditions so brutal, so inhospitable, that they make your worst day look like a walk in the park. But here's the amazing part. Life, in its incredible tenacity, finds a way. From the searing heat of volcanic vents to the crushing cold of the Arctic and even the vacuum of space, some creatures not only survive, but thrive where others perish. Today we're counting down the top 6 animals that can survive the most extreme conditions on Earth. Get ready to have your mind blown by the sheer ingenuity of nature. Let's not waste any time. Coming in at number 6. At number 6, we have an animal synonymous with harsh environments. The Dromedary Camel. When you think of a desert, you probably picture these magnificent creatures, and for good reason. The Arabian deserts they inhabit are some of the most unforgiving places on the planet, with temperatures soaring well above 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and plummeting at night. Plus, water is scarcer than a snow leopard in the Sahara. So how do they do it? It's not just about their humps, which, by the way, don't store water, they store fat. This fat acts as an energy reserve, allowing them to go for weeks, even months without food. But their adaptations go far beyond that. Firstly, their body temperature can fluctuate wildly, by up to 6 degrees Celsius or 10.8 degrees Fahrenheit, which means they don't start sweating until their internal temperature is much higher than ours, significantly conserving water. Their thick fur acts like an insulator, protecting them from both the scorching sun and the chilling desert nights. Think of it like a desert dweller wearing loose, layered clothing. It keeps them cool by day and warm at night. When they do find water, they can drink an astonishing 100 to 150 liters, that's about 26 to 40 gallons, in just a few minutes. That's like chugging an entire bathtub of water. And their red blood cells are oval-shaped, allowing them to swell up to 240% of their normal size without bursting, which is crucial for handling massive water intake without their blood becoming too dilute. They also have incredible physical defenses against sandstorms, long, thick eyelashes, and the ability to completely close their nostrils. Their wide, leathery foot pads spread out, preventing them from sinking into the loose sand. These ships of the desert are truly a testament to evolution's ability to craft a survivor for the most extreme arid conditions. Absolutely incredible. From sizzling heat to unimaginable cold, at number 5, we have the incredible wood frog. Imagine surviving winter by literally freezing solid. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, for the wood frog, it's just another Tuesday. Found across North America, including parts of the Arctic Circle, these amphibians face temperatures that drop far, far below freezing. When temperatures plummet, the wood frog stops breathing, its heart stops beating, and ice crystals begin to form. But here's the crucial part. They form between the cells, not inside them. If ice crystals formed inside their cells, it would cause irreparable damage and kill them. Their secret? A massive surge of glucose, essentially sugar, into their cells. This glucose acts as a natural antifreeze, preventing the water inside their cells from freezing solid. It's like their body is self-embalming itself with a sugary cryoprotectant. They can remain in this frozen, death-like state for weeks, even months, with up to 65% of their body water turned to ice. When spring arrives and temperatures rise, they slowly thaw out, their hearts start beating again, and they resume their lives as if nothing happened. They literally come back to life. It's one of the most astonishing examples of cryopreservation in the natural world. How wild is that? Now, let's go from the surface to the crushing depths and straight into a literal hell on Earth for our number 4, the Pompei Worm. This isn't just surviving, this is thriving in a location so extreme it redefines what life can endure. These incredible creatures live in the deep-sea hydrothermal vents of the Pacific Ocean, where superheated toxic fluids spew from the Earth's crust. We're talking about temperatures that can reach an astonishing 80 degrees Celsius, 176 degrees Fahrenheit at the vent openings, while the surrounding water is near freezing. Imagine having one end of your body in boiling water and the other in icy cold water. And let's not forget the immense pressure at depths of over 2,500 meters, 8,200 feet, where the pressure is hundreds of times greater than at sea level. The Pompei Worm's incredible survival strategy relies heavily on a unique symbiotic relationship. Its back is covered in a thick, fuzzy mat of bacteria. This bacterial fur coat is absolutely crucial. These bacteria create a thick insulating layer, allowing the worm's head, which is near the cooler water, to be protected, while its tail, immersed in scalding water, can handle the heat. But it's more than just insulation. These bacteria are chemoautotrophs, meaning they derive energy from the toxic chemicals like sulfides spewing from the vents, effectively detoxifying the environment for the worm and likely providing it with nutrients. They're like a living, breathing, toxic waste processing, heat-shielding jacket. The Pompei Worm truly exemplifies how life can find a niche in the most seemingly impossible conditions, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible for complex organisms. A mind-boggling example of extreme adaptation. From the deep, dark, hot ocean floor, we swing back to the other extreme, the coldest place on Earth, for our number 3, the emperor penguin. These iconic birds breed on the vast, unforgiving ice sheets of Antarctica, enduring some of the most brutal weather conditions imaginable. We're talking temperatures that regularly drop to negative 40 degrees Celsius and wind chills that can make it feel even colder. How do they survive such unimaginable cold without freezing solid? They have a suite of incredible adaptations. First, their dense, layered plumage acts as a super insulating down jacket, trapping air close to their bodies. Beneath that, they have a thick layer of blubber, up to 3 centimeters (1.2 inches) thick, providing additional insulation and energy reserves. Their flippers and feet, while exposed, have a remarkable countercurrent heat exchange system. The arteries carrying warm blood to their extremities run right alongside the veins carrying cold blood back to the body. This allows for heat transfer, warming the cold blood before it returns to the core and cooling the warm blood before it reaches the extremities, minimizing heat loss. It's like a natural heat recovery system. But perhaps their most famous and heartwarming survival strategy is their huddling behavior. Thousands of penguins packed together tightly in a massive rotating huddle. The penguins on the outside constantly move inward, while those in the middle eventually rotate to the outside, ensuring everyone gets a turn in the warmest spot. This communal survival tactic can raise the temperature inside the huddle by several degrees, making it a critical lifeline in the Antarctic winter. Watching them endure these conditions makes you appreciate your cozy sweater just a little bit more, doesn't it? Truly, the emperor penguin is a master of cold survival. Now for number 2, we're going into the realm of the truly bizarre and almost unbelievable. Meet the flat bark beetle, specifically Pterostichus adstricus. This tiny insect, native to the incredibly cold forests of Siberia and North America, takes cryosurvival to an entirely new level. While the wood frog produces glucose to prevent ice crystals, this beetle goes one step further. Instead of merely preventing ice formation, the flat bark beetle can survive temperatures as low as negative 150 degrees Celsius, negative 238 Fahrenheit. How? It essentially dehydrates its cells and then fills them with a high concentration of glycerol and other sugar alcohols. These compounds act as cryoprotectants, preventing ice crystals from forming within the cells.
But here's the kicker. As the temperature drops, its internal fluids become so viscous, they essentially turn into a non-crystalline, amorphous, glass-like solid. This process, called vitrification, means there are no ice crystals whatsoever to damage its cellular structures. It literally turns into a living, frozen piece of biological glass.
When the weather warms up, it thaws out and resumes its life, completely unharmed. Think about that for a second. Its entire cellular structure transitions from a fluid state to a solid glass-like state, and then back again. It's like a real-life biological freeze frame button.
The implications for cryogenics and medical preservation are absolutely mind-blowing.
And now, for the grand finale, the undisputed champion of extreme survival, a creature so resilient, so utterly unkillable, that it makes everything else on this list look like a delicate flower. The microscopic eight-legged wonder, the tardigrade, also known as the water bear or moss piglet. These tiny invertebrates, typically less than a millimeter long, can be found everywhere, from your backyard moss to the deepest oceans and even outer space. And when I say outer space, I mean it literally. Tardigrades have been sent into the vacuum of space, exposed to solar radiation, and survived. Their secret lies in a process called cryptobiosis, specifically anhydrobiosis, or life without water. When conditions become extreme, be it intense heat, freezing cold, radiation, extreme pressure, or lack of water, the tardigrade pulls in its legs, curls into a tiny barrel-shaped form called a tun, and expels up to 97% of its body water. During this process, their cells filled with unique protective sugars and proteins, forming a glassy matrix that encases and protects their cellular machinery. In this tun state, they can survive temperatures from -272 degrees Celsius, -458 degrees Fahrenheit, just above absolute zero, to over 150 degrees Celsius, 302 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than interstellar space and hotter than boiling water. Withstand radiation doses 1,000 times higher than what would kill a human. Endure pressures 6 times greater than those found in the deepest ocean trenches. Go without food or water for decades and then revive when conditions are favorable. We're talking up to 30 years in a dried-out state. They've even been shown to survive re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. Scientists are still unraveling all the mechanisms behind their incredible resilience, but it's clear that the tardigrade is in a league of its own. It's the ultimate survivor, a true biological marvel, and our undisputed #1. And there you have it, folks, the top 6 animals that can survive the most extreme conditions on Earth. From the desert-dwelling camel to the truly indestructible tardigrade, these creatures are a powerful reminder of life's boundless adaptability and resilience. It truly makes you wonder about the possibilities of life in other extreme environments, doesn't it? On other planets, or even in places we haven't fully explored right here on Earth. These animals aren't just surviving, they're pushing the very boundaries of what we thought was biologically possible. What was the most surprising animal on this list for you? Did we miss any incredible survivors that you think should have made the cut? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into extreme biology, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure into the wonders of the natural world. Check out these other videos about amazing animal adaptations right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.